Man, oh man. Did I miss you guys? The real question though, and yes, I know you can't see me yet. I'm preparing here to show you some of my new toys. The real question is, did anybody miss me? Because I'm thinking probably not. But no, really, guys, that FSU game, as the past is in the past, my dudes, that game was lit. Ask Hugh. Hugh knows, he was there. Let's get everything set up. And we're going to talk a little bit about this matchup. So what's good, guys? What's good? Friday night. Tomorrow is game day. Yeah, Hugh knows what's up. Hugh, man, I looked for you after the game, and you were gone, my man. I wanted to meet up. What's good, Miami Hurricanes fans? I can't see a darn thing through these, but I thought they looked pretty dope. Because you know your boy wears glasses. What's up, Jace? But I figure we'll wear these things for a minute. These are from special thanks on the board. You guys can see Betty. Betty, if you're watching this stream, I appreciate you so much. She hooked your boy up with some stuff at the game. She did not have to do that. What's up, Caleb? But I think they're pretty dope. I like them a lot. FSU game was lit. That's why I did not stream. I was there at the game. 4 or 5 planes later, your boy made it. I didn't really film a whole lot. I got to meet about 10 or 15 of you guys. So that was pretty dope. I took some pictures with people, which was awesome. I didn't really put up a whole lot. We just relaxed, took it all in, and just had a blast, man. So how you guys doing tonight? What's up, Nick? I got some pretty dope things to show you guys tonight. So hang out for a few minutes. It won't be a super long stream, but we got to talk about this game. What's up, Raw G? Rod G, I think you're up on the Hall of Fame back behind me. Let me check. Rod G, you are up there, right above the special thanks. One day I'll figure out how to point at this board. Yeah, it's a little bit scary. What's up, Jeremy? All right, so let's talk about the number 16 Miami Hurricanes versus the unranked Virginia Cavaliers, who are 4th in the ACC at 3-2. Now, don't think that Coop is sleeping on the Virginia Cavaliers. Don't think that I'm sleeping on Virginia, because here's the thing: we're gonna address some concerns for this game, because there are some very serious concerns. Connor Kane coming in with his daily donation.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Clemson, here we come, go Gaines, BOYSSSS.
Connor Kane already calling out Clemson, feeling confident about this Miami team. I appreciate that donation, Connor. You know I appreciate every single one of them, my man. What's up, William? So let's talk about this game tomorrow night. 7 p.m. This game's a big deal to Virginia. This game's a real big deal for Virginia. As a matter of fact, this is Virginia's homecoming. So, just so you guys know, I'm going to tell you something serious right now. Just so you guys know, Virginia expects to win this game. 100% Virginia expects to win this game. At Scott Stadium, ESPN2, it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a big deal. Virginia, here's the deal. Some of you guys don't keep up with Virginia, including myself. I don't keep up with them too much. I mean, I'm going to be real with you guys. Every preview video that I post gets opposing teams' fans in the comment section, and I expect it. I welcome it with open arms. I welcome the trash talk. You guys want to know? I want to see guesses in the chat real quick. And we're going to discuss this game. Don't worry. I just want to see some guesses. How many Virginia fans do you guys think commented on my preview video? Put your guess in the chat real quick. What's up, DJ? How many Virginia fans do you guys think commented on my preview video? $15, $30, $37, $20. You guys are being real generous. You guys are being real generous. 326. One brave Virginia Cavaliers fan commented on the preview video. One. I've never seen a Virginia Cavaliers fan in person. I've never met one. And I know it seems like I'm just trying to talk trash and talk down about Virginia, but where are their fans at? And I'm being serious. Do they have fans? I really don't know, because one person commenting on a preview video that's at like 3,000 or 4,000 views. One? Seriously? So here's the deal. Everybody says the stadium is going to be jam-packed because this is homecoming for Virginia. So I hope their fans show up and get loud, because I want this to be a game. I want to disappoint their fans so badly on their homecoming that they're filing out of the stadium at the end of the first quarter. That's what needs to happen in this game. I'm going to tell you guys something, and we're not going to keep bringing up the FSU game, because that's in the past. It's over. It's already done. But yes, I know, Nate Green. I know. Here's the deal. I'm happy with the FSU game. And the reason why I'm happy with it is because of the fight that we showed to come from behind and win that game. So with that out of the way, we've shown that we have the fight. With that out of the way, the Virginia game is a statement game. This is a game where we show a team that we are better than you on offense, on defense, on every part of the game. And we dominate you from the first snap of the ball game. That needs to be the mindset for this game. Can I get a heck yeah in chat? That needs to be the point of this game, is a complete blowout from the first snap of this game. And there's no reason why Miami can't do it in this game. No reason. Now here's the deal though. I want to see if you guys agree with me on this. And again, Connor, I think I did thank you, but thank you so much for that donation. I noticed the cup over here beside me. One day I'll figure out how to point to it. Thank you so much for that donation, Connor. Concern number one for this game. Weather. I don't care what anybody says. It's going to be like 55 degrees at this game. 55 degrees. That's cold. I don't know about you guys. Look, that's why your boy right here, it's 55 outside right now here in Tennessee. And let me tell you, right now, that's why your boy has socks on with his sandals. Because 55 is cold. Hey, welcome to the stream, Crip. My man, I appreciate that. I think they're pretty dope. I like them. But that's pretty cold. Now, in the past, I don't know about you guys, but Miami tends to play a little better in the heat. I mean, we practice in South Florida weather. It's hot. It's humid. 55 ain't no joke. It might as well be snowing as far as I'm concerned. But in all seriousness, no. In all seriousness, I am a little bit worried about the weather. So hopefully Miami brought maybe some long sleeves to wear under. I know that sounds crazy, but seriously, 55 is getting a little cold. It really is a little bit colder. And you do a little better when you warm up. You loosen up a little bit. So hopefully they're prepared for that cooler weather, though. I know that the coaches are looking at the weather. I know they are. So yeah, hopefully they got thermals. Hopefully they got something to keep them a little bit warmer. That's concern number one. Concern number two, did anybody see Miami's rushing yards for the FSU game? Did anybody see the rushing yards? We had 102 rushing yards against FSU. That ain't going to fly. I don't expect this Virginia defense to really be that savage. But 102 rushing yards is starting to push it. 102 to 130. It was somewhere around in there. Don't quote me on it. 102 to 130 rushing yards against FSU. That ain't gonna fly. That's not enough. With the backs that we have, DJ Dallas, Homer, who had a pretty decent game. He had a pretty decent game. But he's bad about initiating contact when I think that he should be a little more shifty. Lingard, we need a better push from the offensive line. Definitely. We need a better push from the offensive line, and our run game has to be better because I feel like that will open up the play action pass and just the passing game in general for N'Kosi Perry. And that man, I'm ready to ride this Perry train. I've been ready since the beginning of the season. I made a video saying why this guy should start and why we should go through the growing pains if needed for this guy. And I'm ready for it. After seeing him in person, I'm ready for it. He had a couple of overthrown balls, but those balls that were on the money. What's up, Jonathan Flagg? We got Jonathan Flagg in the house. My man, Jonathan. You are still up at the top as the top donation ever to this channel. My man, I appreciate that. I know you were at the FSU game. It was pretty dope, wasn't it? Yeah, you got it, Tony. You said it best, Tony. It's young and weak. They need to put on some pounds, some muscle, bulk up, and I think they will be better next season. But as a Miami fan, you guys know, I know, we're ready now. That's the thing. It's rough. We're ready now. I really think that our talented, what's up, Chevy? I think that our talented running backs make the offensive
This is
line.
what it take.
Hey, Kevin, my
To
man.
you.
Thank you so much. Coming in with that $3 donation. Thank you so much for that, Kevin. That means a lot, my man. How you doing on this Friday night, Kevin? I think that our running backs make our offensive line look better than they actually are. And that's bad, I know. That's bad, I know. But I think they're actually even a little bit worse. But our running backs make them look better than they really are, especially DJ Dallas. What's up, Eric? I got to show you guys something real quick. Eric Birch is here in the chat. I wanted to wait to make sure that he's here. What's up, Scary Slender Man? Eric Birch, you guys see him up in the chat. He sent your boy something to his P.O. box. I just got it yesterday. I wanted to show you guys on stream. It's in here. Kevin, I did enjoy the game. It was probably one of the best times I've ever had in my life. No joke. Not trying to exaggerate. Eric Birch sent Coop this to his P.O. box. I don't know why I'm talking in third person. He sent me this. Eric sent me this. I know you got to get to bed, Eric. I know you got an early morning. So I just wanted to show what you sent me. Oh, you can see it a little bit. We're going to use this when there's turnovers in the game. It's in the locked box. Your boy, Eric Birch, sent me this. Hey, my man. This is a huge improvement over what I've got. I've got the paper mache turnover chain sitting in the back. And we've not rocked a turnover chain so far this year. And Eric Birch made me this. I think it's dope. My man, this chain is actually heavy, man. I don't know. Let me see if I can get it on over this hat. We'll just wear it. It's going to be a little low. It's a little low because of my camera. There you guys go. My man, Eric, hey, this thing looks so good, my man. I appreciate that so much. You sending that over to my P.O. box, man. Seriously, that means a lot. Did you make this or did your wife make this? I'm curious. Be honest with me. I want to know. Yeah, this is Virginia's homecoming. So, yeah, fire. I know, my man. I love how heavy this chain is. How loud was Hard Rock on a scale of 1 to 10? Oh, you don't have a wife? Hey, man, this thing looks good, my man. You're crafty. You are crafty, man. Any single ladies in the chat? Eric Birch he's good at crafts. So you guys could do crafts together. Any single ladies in the chat? Hit him up, Eric Birch. How loud was Hard Rock on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to be real. I'm going to give it an 8. Now, the reason I give Hard Rock an 8, I'm just being real with you guys. I live in East Tennessee, and I have been to a Tennessee Vols game in Neyland Stadium with about 115,000 people in it. And I would give it probably a 9. And I give Hard Rock an 8. It was right behind it. When Miami scored that last touchdown that gave them the lead, it probably bumped it up to a 9 at that point. But I would say about an 8 or 9. They're hovering. 8 or 9. And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you guys a cool fact about Hard Rock. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, and I don't know if this is something new. Maybe people who have been to a lot of games can fill me in on this. What was pretty sweet, every time that N'Kosi Perry would clap his hands when he was getting ready to snap, when he was clapping his hands, almost everyone in the crowd claps their hands too. Tell me how dope that is. I don't know if you can hear it on TV, if anyone has not been to the stadium, but everyone in the crowd sits there in their seat like this. Seriously. And as soon as Nkosi claps his hands, everyone else claps their hands too. It's so awesome. You feel like you're kind of helping the team out. And I don't know if the players can actually hear it or not, but it is dope. What's up, Ninja? You can't hear it on the TV, Jason? Man, it's so cool. It's something you got to be at Hard Rock to experience that. To experience that at thousands of people clapping their hands in unison with Nkosi Perry when he claps his hands. It's really awesome. It's really cool. And if you've never been to Hard Rock, seriously, you have to experience it. It's exactly what people say. You can't explain it in words. I can't explain it to you guys. It's crazy. You got to go. You got to go. So let's get back on topic. Seriously, hey, if I can get thank yous to Eric Birch in the chat, seriously, if everybody can just say thank you. He did not have to send me this, but he sent it to my P.O. box. I appreciate that so much, my man. Your boy Coop would not have a turnover chain without Eric Birch. So, seriously, I appreciate that. Hey, hope to see you in the stream tomorrow night, Eric. Have a good day at work tomorrow. Like I said, it's all about family here. It's a little more personal here. So, Eric texted me and said, hey, something's about to come to your P.O. box, and I got it. So, I really appreciate that, my man. So, let's continue to talk about this Virginia matchup a little bit. Virginia has a dual threat quarterback with Perkins. The guy, it's a pretty big phone. It probably looks even bigger on camera. But Perkins, I would consider him a dual threat quarterback. Virginia, and Jonathan, thank you for reminding me, my man. You were on your stuff, man. You're on your stuff. Virginia's coming off of a bye week. So they've had 2 weeks to prepare for Miami. And their dual threat quarterback, I'm going to be real with you guys. Miami's defense, total defense, is roughly, I think, number 2 in the nation. I think they're going to gobble this dude up. Willis is going to eat tomorrow night. I mean, don't even get me started on Willis right now. If you guys want to see this stream's going to be too lit if I start talking about Willis right now. That defense is going to eat up that Virginia offensive line. And I don't really think that... Okay, here's the deal. Virginia is going to look good early. I'm calling it right now. Virginia is going to look good early. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. It's homecoming. It's at Scott Stadium. Virginia's going to look good in the first drive, maybe second drive of the game. Then it's lights out after that. Lights out. Mark my words. Show up in the stream tomorrow. It's lights out after that, after the first drive or two. But they do have a dual threat quarterback, so we have to take that into account. Somebody's got to keep an eye on him. Another big thing, Miami has beaten Virginia the last 3 years straight. So overall, Virginia not posing much of a threat. 3-2, 4th in the ACC. I'm not that worried about it. I'm not. But don't ever sleep on any team. Like I said, I'm not going to sleep on UTEP if they roll into town. I'm not. It's just not what I do. I talk a lot of trash. We busted up. Did you guys see in the preview? We busted up the rock because there's not going to be a rock busted for this game. So we went ahead and busted up Virginia's rock. But Virginia, yes, Jonathan, you are right. Historically, Virginia plays us harder than just about anyone else. Virginia, they're not going to play around. They're not going to play around in this game. So a key for Miami in this game, we've already covered keys for victory in the preview video, but a key for a Miami victory is to get up early and stay up. I mean, I know that's probably a key every week, but it's a pretty big deal for this game. Get up early, stay up. Special teams, bro. My dudes and dudettes in chat. I'm not going to lie. At the game, in person, people were looking at me weird. every time Miami punted, it's not that I don't have faith in this team. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't have faith in this team. Every time, even with Spicer, every time Miami punted the ball, I sat back in my seat, took my hat, and covered my eyes because I'm scared. It's just, there's no consistency there. There's no consistency in the punt game. So get up early, stay up. Special teams everywhere needs to be better. We did have, was it Jeff Thomas or Harley? One of them had a pretty good return for Miami. I think it was JT. But special teams everywhere just needs to get a little better with every aspect of the game, everywhere. So get up early, stay up. Special teams, improve. I'd like to see the offense clicking early. And by early, I mean first or second series of the game. The offense needs to be kind of the cogwheels need to be turning. This machine needs to be looking greased up, and everything's going smoothly. That's what needs to happen. And lastly, I guess really that's about it. The defense is going to eat. I think N'Kosi Perry, I can give him a pass on the overthrown balls against FSU because it was a rivalry game. This is N'Kosi Perry's, as being a starter, his first road game. So N'Kosi Perry, I hope that he's prepped and ready to go. Yeah, Coop, during special teams, you know it, sweating bullets, man, during special teams. Carlos says, calling it, we lose to Boston College. We're not. That's thinking too far ahead, my man. We're going to take care of Virginia, then we're going to look at Boston College. But that is going to be interesting. We're going to have to talk about that a little bit. Yeah, I feel you, D. I covered my face, and yeah, we got a couple of other cool things while we're talking about this. We got a cool little hat. I like this hat, y'all. I really like this hat, and I wanted to show you guys something else. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at, see if I can get this right, collegefootball_vids, because I tweet out a lot of this stuff. But for those of you who didn't see it, check out, I'm not just trying to show off a bunch of stuff. I just want to share it with you guys because I know you guys like Hurricane stuff. Check out these dope kicks that I got at All Canes in Miami. Tell me what y'all think about these. Are these fire or nah? I want to know. I want to know in chat. I want to see a fire emoji or nah. What do y'all think? These are the James Harden Volume 2 Miami Hurricanes colorway. Tell me these things aren't dope. I got these down at All Canes down in Miami. These shoes, I thought you guys would like them. I'm seeing all fire emojis. I'm seeing, okay. I like them a lot. I think they're pretty dope. You know, we're all about that 3-stripe life now. We got to be. I think they're pretty dope. I like them. But yeah, that's really, that's keys for a victory tomorrow. Some white in it. I don't know. I dig the black and orange and green, my man. I dig it, yeah. It's going to be a night game, so your boy's going to be pumped. I think this is going to be one of the most lit streams tomorrow night. So if you miss it, you're missing out. I'm going to tell you guys, we're going to go ahead and start hydrating now for the game tomorrow. It's going to be a lit stream. I'm going to be hooking you guys up with links to stream the game. If you don't, oh, Jonathan, you got the Herox. Yeah, man. I love those things. I'm going to be hooking you guys up. I should have an awesome link for you guys. What's up, MIA Bandman94? Welcome to the stream, man. I'm going to have some links for you guys that are cheapos like myself who don't have cable or satellite. Will have stream links for the game. Hook you guys up with that. How loud was Hard Rock last week? Peanut, my man, I give it about an 8 to a 9, depending on what was going on. It was loud. It was real loud, definitely. But yeah, we're going to be going live. Don't forget, 7 p.m. Is there... I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm probably... do you guys want me to open up the phone line or not? Because we got a lot of troll calls last stream. So tell me what you guys think. I don't know if we should open them up or not. About 50% of calls were trolls. So I don't care to take 3 or 4 phone calls, something like that. Hopefully we can avoid the trolls talking about this. But I would like to hear your guys' opinion. More so not, I've voiced my opinion. You guys have heard my opinion. You saw my score prediction. I've given what I think Miami needs to do to win this game. Overall, it should be Miami taking care of business. We say that every week, I know. But it should be a good, easy game. Everybody wants to open them up. So we'll open it up. To go ahead, get this number in your phone, 865-229-4131. And we'll open them up. Let me get the phone line open. You guys want to talk mano y mano on the phone? The chat has spoken. We will do it. So let's see. Let me see if I need to grab this to get this phone line opened up. Hold up. Hey, my man, who was asking what's the score prediction? I predict 38-10. Virginia scores those 10 points in the first half of the game. Miami defense holds them to nothing in the second half. Let's see. Let's get these phone lines opened up. And basically, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know. Phone calls here are going to be for just the general chat about the game, what you guys think is going to happen, what you think Miami needs to do to win the game. Just the game in general. So I'll open it up. I'll take 3 or 4 calls. We got a little bit longer we can stream. It is a night game, so we don't have to get up early or anything like that. I've almost got it ready. D says Miami 41-17. I like that prediction as well. I like that prediction, D. All right, now, keep in mind, there might be trolls that call in. It happened last time. I'm going to get a system in place to go through and block the trolls. So it doesn't do you any good if you're going to call in and try to troll. It does you no good at all. We got a bunch of calls coming through already. Give me just a second, guys. Let's see. They're not coming up at the moment. Give me just a moment, guys. We'll make sure that we get this opened up. Now, I'll get to as many calls as possible. Don't worry. We might start pre-screening these. But not yet. I don't have it in place yet. What's up, Kyle? Let's see. It's not showing your guys' calls coming up for some reason. Let me reload it here. Okay. Just one sec, guys. Why'd I hang up on you? I'm sorry, my man. It's not pulling up the calls at the moment. Let's see. It's ringing, but it's not pulling them up. So what I'm going to do is it should be open now if you guys want to call in. And we'll just let you guys discuss the game a little bit. So let you guys, let the chat provide some content for the channel here. So, all right, we got a 305. This was a troll last time with a 305. So let's see who this is. Let's see. Welcome to the show. Who do we have on the line?
Well, you got your boy Kevin that just sent you $3.
Kevin, my man. Hey, you know that I appreciate that donation so much, my man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little nervous because the last call we had for the FSU one was a 305, and it was a troll. It was a prank call. So something to do with hot dog buns and wieners and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. But
No, let's not get into that stuff. I wanted to ask you that, the chat goes by so fast, so you miss a lot of stuff. Now, do you understand the rivalry between Miami and Florida State? I mean, do you really, really understand it now?
it's in person, it is much more intense than even I anticipated, just to be honest with you.
Here's really something.
It
And
was.
I got one favor to ask you, and then I'll let you go because I know
Sure.
you got lots of guys to get to. One favor to ask you. Can you start the live stream tomorrow about 10 minutes before 7 to make sure everything is working right and to make sure everything's going right? Do it. Don't do it just as the game's starting. Do it just a few minutes before.
Hey, most
Because
definitely.
then all the stuff can be worked out. If there's any problems or anything, you can work them out.
I tell you what, just for you, Kevin, we'll do it 15 minutes early. How's that sound?
Perfection. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to take away from time with the lady. Now, don't be taking time away from your lady.
Yeah, she gets jealous over chat sometimes. You know, I spend a lot of time over here. But she understands. She went with me to the FSU game, and she loved it too, man. Again, it's something just like everybody told me. You can't really put it into words. It's crazy.
Are you going to be coming back to Miami this year, or are you going to come back next year?
Probably next year, I'll be honest with you, just because
I'm telling you have to go.
Yeah.
You have to go. I texted you the place
You did, yep.
to go to eat. You need to go there, bro. The walls are covered with hurricane stuff. They are the official restaurant of the University of Miami Sports.
Yeah,
that is a truth. They're a big sponsor, the Big Cheese. Big Cheese is so freaking awesome.
Yeah, and I appreciate that because we got down there and we had no idea where to go or what to do. So I appreciate that suggestion, definitely.
When you went to the store, was it the new one in Davie, or did you go down near the campus?
I went to the one in the stadium, and then I went to Canes Square, and then I went to All Canes, which I think was pretty close to the campus.
All Canes is the one that's down in Coral Gables. It's right next to this. It's right next to where like the baseball stadium.
Yeah, it was like a real small shop. They had a lot of cool Miami stuff in there, but it was kind of a smaller shop. And then
it's been there forever.
The Canesware had some Dolphins stuff in it too. Dolphins and Miami both.
We got to get you into the baseball team next year.
Hey, we'll see what we can do. I know Miami Hurricanes football keeps me so busy all year round, but we'll see what we can do. I'm starting to dabble in the Dolphins a little bit, so we'll see what we can do.
Well, I'm going to tell you, man, Canes baseball is tradition. It's that stadium there. It may be a little small stadium, but it's like a family. There's usually about the same 1,500 to 2,000 people there for every single game. It is such a cool thing. In a big, big, mean city, it's a little bit of like a hometown atmosphere in that little baseball stadium for the games. So, all right, guy, dude, my man, you swagged out. I love it. It looks great. Dude, tomorrow night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're going to take care of business, my man. You know it.
Yes, sir. Take it easy, teasy, and peasy, like I say in my videos, brother.
Hey,
take it easy. We'll take it easy.
Yeah, we will.
God bless y'all.
We'll catch you tomorrow night, Kevin. It is always a pleasure when my man Kevin Clements calls into the show. He's a great guy. Great guy. So next up, we've got another 305. So let's see. I'll try to get everybody in, see if we can talk about this Virginia game a little bit. All right, we've got a 305, another one on the line. Who do we have on the phone?
Chevy.
Are you there?
I'm here.
How's it going? Who do we have on the phone?
This is Chevy.
Hey, Chevy, my man.
What's going on?
Tell me what you are thinking about this Miami-Virginia matchup. I want to hear a score prediction, and I want to know how you think this game's going to go. Be straight with me.
A score prediction?
Yeah.
Uh,
Just roughly. I won't hold you to it.
I would say maybe it's a night game. We're playing in Virginia, 30-10.
30-10. Okay, I like it.
I would like a shutout, but those are hard to come by.
It is. It is definitely. And I don't think either that it'll happen against Virginia, just to be honest with you. I don't think it's a possibility.
That's cool though. But we need to we need to win convincingly. Because I'm not sure if anybody else has been looking at the rankings, but I'm not sure how we win a football game and then drop in the rankings. That was
Yeah.
I think happened after we beat North Carolina, I believe.
Yep.
That was
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Yeah, we beat them and then dropped a spot. I'm.
Yeah,
It's such a touchy subject because if you look on any forums or Facebook groups or YouTube videos, Miami fans are just torn up about it. They're so mad about it, and I don't know. I can see it both ways. Obviously, I want Miami to be the number one team in the country, obviously, but that initial loss to LSU, I feel like honestly they don't even really look our way right now, unless we start shutting some teams out 50, 60 plus to nothing. And I'm not talking the Savannah States. I'm talking more when we get into ACC play like Duke, like Virginia Tech, like Virginia. Until we start getting shutouts and big wins in those games, I don't even think they're going to look our way, honestly.
but the sad thing is, I'm trying to put up ESPN real quick on my computer. Uh, Looking at our schedule, we don't play anybody else that's ranked for the rest of the year
Yep.
unless we run the table and face well, if we run the table, then we'll face Alabama. I meant God dog, I can't talk.
Clemson.
Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean we don't
And
have nobody else that's ranked. So even if we run the table, we don't even have an outside shot of possibly making it to the college football playoffs because they just aren't moving us. The
and
needle is not moving at all,
I'm gonna
and
be
that,
real with you. My opinion, I think unless we beat Clemson pretty badly, which is I right now I don't think would happen. I mean, I'm just trying to be realistic and not be a complete Miami homer, but unless we beat Clemson badly, even if we beat them in the ACC championship game, everybody says that's a guaranteed in whoever wins the ACC ship, but I still don't know that they let us in. Even if we beat Clemson by a field goal or by 1 point or something, I still don't know that we get in. What do you think?
well, I just pulled up another site, and I'm just pulling sites up all over the place. It's called what is it? 538.com.
Mm,
I'm not sure if you heard of that. But if we win out, there is an 88% chance we make the playoff.
I mean,
And and we have to win out. That includes beating Clemson.
yeah, that's tough. I mean, I think as Miami fans, there's no denying that Clemson is a pretty decent team.
Yeah.
I talk a lot of smack, but again, I say it all the time. I know that was last year, but I was at the game. We got our booties spanked,
To say the
and
least.
I I still feel like Clemson is pretty darn good this season too. So you best believe if we go to the ACC championship, I'm making a trip down there again, and I'm still gonna rep the U. I'm still gonna stay there for the entire game, but
Right.
we have to handle business pretty well. I still think if they're gonna let us in, even if we beat them.
But let me say this real quick.
Yeah.
I don't believe we're the same team that lost to LSU. The simple fact that we lost to LSU is why we're down the way we are in the rankings. But we're not the same team, and people aren't giving us a second look. It's like going on that first date, and it didn't go well. And now the chick she just won't answer the phone no more.
Yeah, now she ain't gonna call you back after that. I know.
And I don't think it's fair. It's not fair.
Yeah, no, and I, honest to goodness, again, and everybody tells me that I'm biased. I mean, I got on the Miami hat, I got the Miami shades, I got the Miami shirt, I got the Miami chain. I know it looks biased, but I do have to agree with you on saying we're not the same team. You are right, 100%. I even said it in a video, and I got trashed hard for saying it. That I think I'm not necessarily saying 100%. You know, I'm putting all my money on the table. We would have beat LSU if we played them this week instead of the first week. But I do think that it would have been a much closer game. I do think that you're right. We're a different team.
Yeah, if we would have played them, now what we have to do, even if we lose in against Clemson, and I'm hoping we don't, and we get into a good bowl game, we can't lose the way we lost to Wisconsin.
No, that
just can't happen.
That was embarrassing.
And I think that's a little of the hangover that we got going into this season. You know, they gave us our props, and then, you know, we lost to LSU, and they look at the Wisconsin game, and they're like, yeah, they aren't as, and they were saying it at the end of last year. You know, when we, you know, listening to I watched the whole game, as painful as it was, and they were saying it then. Well, they aren't as good as everybody hyped them up to be. So even the experts who hyped us up used that as an scapegoat to say, well, we said they were good, but they weren't that good. So like, okay, so you're talking they were talking out of two sides of their mouths, because it's the same people that covered us. Oh, they used back, and all of a sudden we disappeared. Yeah. I mean, I don't get it.
Now, my thing, I am going to be straight with you on this, with you and with chat. If we get another chance, if we get to play a Clemson, or we get a big bowl game against somebody, we better show up, or we are going to get so trashed on everything it's not even funny. Because I feel like they tried to give us a shot when we had the LSU matchup game 1, and we better take care of business if we get a shot at another big team.
Yeah, we got to. And I just have two more things if I can.
Yeah.
One, real quickly, I read some comments, not a lot of comments, but I read some comments where they say Nkosi should, you know, do a lot more of the 3, 5, and 7 drop passes. Mm-hmm. But if coaches don't call those plays, you know, it's not like he has the experience to call his own plays. I don't know many NFL quarterbacks who call their own plays, but yeah, he has to call the plays that the staff tells him to run. You know, that's one thing. And then 2, and I'll hang up and listen to both replies. 2, okay. Have you thought about, you know, I know you give the UN predictions, but have you thought about, since it is college football bids, yes, have you thought about every now and then throwing out, you know, picking a wild card or underdog warning and putting those out there? And I'll just hang up and go back to YouTube and listen to what you
actually,
got to say.
Yeah, you can stay on the line real quick, because I do want to address that second one, because I've actually wanted to ask you guys, and I mean, I want a 100% honest opinion, because obviously I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan, but yeah, I tell everybody we're all one big happy college football family, and I mean that, because I'm going to be real with you. When the Miami game's over, I'm flipping over to the Alabama game. I'm flipping over to the Tennessee game. I just like college football. I enjoy watching it. So I don't just watch Miami. Does anyone in the chat, well, I've still got you on the line for a moment, does anyone in the chat want something like that? Any content from any other teams, even if it's just occasionally? Because I feel like a lot of people are 50-50 on it. I get some yeses, I get some nos. I I'm getting a lot of no's. It's tough because I've thought about it. I've thought about branching out a little bit. It is hard because I'm such a hardcore Miami fan. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeses. We got a few yeses.
There's a couple. But
Yeah, I mean, everybody isn't gonna like what you do, but like you said, I watch the other games. As long as the Hurricanes don't lose, I watch the other games. When they lose, that's it for the day.
Get a little too frustrated. I feel you. Hey, I appreciate you calling in, my man. I'll try to grab a couple more of these calls, and I'll talk about your first point also here in just a second.
All right, appreciate it.
I appreciate you calling in, man. Have a good one.
No problem. All right.
Andrew, I was waiting for your comment, my man. Andrew wants us to cover the Colorado Buffaloes. They've been balling out, dude. They've been balling out. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I feel you. A lot of Miami fans don't want me to talk about other teams. I thought about maybe touching on just some college football news in general. Yeah, just like you're saying, Kyle. Just kind of in general, or maybe talking about the real big games. I actually streamed the national championship last year, and it maybe had like 50 viewers or so. So not a lot. I mean, we're primarily Miami, so we'll see. We might dabble a little. We might not. I go with what I feel like you guys kind of want. So we'll see. And touching on your other point, I do feel you. Now, here's the thing. I think that Rick will start to, because it's rough. I know people are iffy on Rick's play calling. I think that he will start opening it up a little bit as he's getting more comfortable with N'Kosi Perry at the helm. Now that he's seen him in a game type situation and seen what he's capable of, because again, practice is one thing, the game's another thing. I think he'll start to open up that playbook a little bit and give him some more options, because I've seen N'Kosi Perry go through his reads, and the guy can scramble. He's, for the most part, he's accurate. He's changing up audibly and changing up plays a little bit based on what he sees on the defense. So I think that Coach Rick might be willing to open it up a little bit as the season progresses. I know we're about halfway there already, but so let's see. Maybe we can take one or two more calls. We've been going on about an hour now. Let's see. I'll see if we can open the phone line back up. All right, so we got another call coming through. This is a 254 area code, so we'll see if this call is legit. Welcome to the stream. Who do we have on the line?
Jonathan Flagg, what's up, man?
What's up, my man? Hey, I'm so sorry we didn't get to link up at the game, man. I wanted to meet you in person, but I know you were down in the lower part of the stadium, and yeah, I was all the way up in the nosebleed, so it was a long walk.
Yeah, man, I actually felt bad for my boy that he's actually part of the state troopers that helps be there for Mark Rick and stuff. That's his police station that does that. That's the escort. But he was up there by FSU band, so I really felt bad for him.
Oh, yeah, man. I saw them up there in the corner up there. I thought that was pretty funny.
In the nosebleed. But, like, what's interesting how they made that stadium, if you were paying attention to it, did you see how they got it set up to where when it's a midday, the sun beams on the visitor side and it's shade for all the Miami fans?
I loved it. I did notice it. I pointed that out to my wife as soon as I saw it. I thought that was great. It was awesome. Yeah. It's a stadium. I like it a lot. I like just about everything about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they made that stadium to keep the sound in.
Yeah, so. It works. It does. But I'm interested to see a little bit about what you think on the Virginia matchup, because I'm not just trying to flatter you here, but I like a lot of the stuff I see you talk about with these games and stuff, and you seem pretty knowledgeable on your stuff. So what are you feeling with this Virginia matchup?
It's going to be 1-1. I could easily see Miami come out kind of like how they did against North Carolina. Like if we lose the toss and go on offense first, hit some intermediate deep, go early. But I feel like we should do that, but I wouldn't be surprised given everything surrounding the offensive line, Tyler getting on the offensive line from how they played, because people really, if they really been paying attention to Miami's offensive line, their worst game was FSU. It wasn't LSU. It wasn't nobody. It was FSU. That was their worst game. They gave up more sacks against FSU than they have the whole season.
That's a pretty good point. That's true. When you look at the stats from the game, I've not really seen many people touch on that, actually.
Yeah, because a lot of people complained about the offensive line this year. The offensive line has been an upgrade from last year. But if people really pay attention, especially the FSU game, FSU had 8, 9, 10 in the box. And if you send more than you have blockers for, somebody's going to get through.
Yeah, they should,
but
yeah.
when you don't throw deep, they have no reason to fear that. Just like from last year and a few times I've been on the video chat, how many times I called touchdowns?
Yeah, you did. You have.
Before they happened.
You have, yeah.
I called that Brevin Jordan touchdown at the game, and it was funny because it was a woman. She actually thought I was an old Miami player. I don't know. I took that as a compliment, though.
There you go, yeah.
But and Cager, when Cager made his touchdown, his fade, that was over there in front of us.
Yeah, and
I could hear him yelling. I heard him yelling at Mark Richt, run the damn play again.
Yep, and I saw him. I saw him when he had that little fight and he dropped that pass. I saw him saying, again, give me the ball. And when I was so happy when they went to him again, because there was no doubt in that moment, in my mind, at least in that moment, that I knew he was going to catch that ball that second time around.
Yeah, and with Miami, I know I was paying attention to people in the chat. They was talking about we're one more recruiting class away, and we're actually not. We have everything we need right now. We're deep at running back, deeper at all the skill positions than anybody in the ACC, including Clemson. We have everything we need. Our issue right now is play calling. Because I had someone ask me, talking about, how you think Miami would do against Alabama right now? I said, player-wise, we match up fine with Alabama. You can't name one person on Alabama's roster and say, oh, yeah, he's faster than everybody on Miami. Definitely not. Miami could say 2 or 3 people is easily faster than everybody on Alabama.
Yeah.
I said, but we would get out-coached because Nick Saban is aggressive, Mark Richt is not, especially in big games. You have to open up the offense. Florida State has a good rush defense. Horrible pass defense. 108th in the country. Why did we not come out throwing the ball instead of trying to run? We did them a favor when we did that.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
And
nothing but fam love.
We got a quick donation. I just want to address that from 219. Says nothing but love. Nothing but fam love. Hey, I appreciate that donation, my man. Always donate to the channel. I appreciate that. But I really honestly, what I hate is I don't know where to go, what direction to go with this argument with the play calling. Not that I don't think it's a problem, because it is. I just don't know what needs to happen or what we need to do to get him to open it up. Because like you said, the talent's there. I've said it from the first game of the season against LSU. I'm down for taking some shots and taking some chances because I feel like we have playmakers that'll make something happen. Not regardless, but I mean, I just feel like we take we don't take enough chances, and we should and we can, and I think that we'll come up big if we do it.
Exactly. And I throw that one out there because look at what we did LSU in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
That offense, what we started running in the fourth quarter, that's how the game needs to start because that's always been there. We just don't do it. I don't know why. He wants to run the football so bad. Just throw the ball. You cannot run when it's 8+ people in the box. We do not have the offensive line for that.
Can you imagine right now, seriously, I mean, just step back for a second and imagine Miami playing like that from the first snap of the game all the way till the fourth quarter when that clock hits 0, and imagine how this team would look.
It would have been a blowout. But
it's
at
insane.
The same time, I would have said this. If that wouldn't have happened, Nkosi is not playing right now.
That's true. You make a very good point there. That is very true.
If that happened, he's not playing.
Yep.
It took that happen because if Nkosi wouldn't have got suspended for that game, he would have came in that game. They talked to Mark Rick about that. They said he would have came in for that game.
I mean, hey, we talking? Is this one of these blessing in disguise moments? I mean, maybe.
Yeah. But like I was hearing, I was listening to the other guy. He was talking about the playoffs. The thing about ESPN, and I had to tell my brother about this, ESPN in Miami. Basically, Miami's been that girlfriend that you really in love with, but you know it's I'm gonna do something to hurt you, but you still keep going back. That's how Miami's been towards ESPN.
This is what it takes.
Every time ESPN jumps on Miami's bandwagon, they lay in
your
there.
helmet.
Go Canes.
So now,
let's get this
ESPN
W
has
tomorrow.
learned,
Raising
so they
hands, light
spoon
skin
feed
tone.
Miami now. Nope, we ain't giving y'all nothing till y'all prove that y'all gonna actually do what y'all gonna do. Because if everybody remembers, everybody picked Miami to walk the dog on LSU.
They did, yeah.
Nobody picked LSU to win that game. And it's not the fact that we're losing, it's how we look when we lose. It's bad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and tell me, though, because I have a lot of people who argue this with me. I mean, are you okay with that, with Miami having to earn it back? Because my thing is, I'll tell you my opinion first. I kind of am. I mean, like I said, a lot of people keep saying it's so much disrespect, and it's so. But again, like I said, we've for the most part, we've crapped the bed every time we've had a big game or had a chance or we've been close. We've been in the top 5. We've been in the top 10. And like you said, everybody starts, what's his name? Feinbaum, who was like, yeah, I'm rolling with Miami. And then after that, nothing. And I do think we have to consistently be able to show up on big stages. And I think we do have to try to earn it. And I'm kind of okay with that just because I don't think we have. Not consistently, we haven't.
But, yeah, and I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. It is disrespectful. But at the same time, like I told my brother, if Miami wins out, there ain't going to be nothing to talk about. Because trust and believe, don't get hopped up on Miami barely moving in the rankings. Miami finishes and gets to the ACC championships and beats who's ever there. Miami's getting put in. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that.
I hope you're right, my man.
College football loves Miami. Look how quickly everybody jumped on Miami. College football is better when Miami's winning.
Now, and I will say you do bring up a good point with that too. Like I said, you know your stuff. I ain't even gonna lie. I can tell you do. I was reading an article talking about if it came down to, this is extreme hypothetical. I'm just saying. I saw an article where they were talking about if it came down to UCF or Miami playing in the college football playoffs, it would be Miami all day, just about no matter what, because it's way more in TV ratings and in publicity and just all sorts of stuff if Miami plays there instead of UCF.
And I hit you with this from last year. They said if Miami would have had a close loss, Miami would have got put in.
Oh man, that I didn't hear anything about that. That'd be a pretty crazy scenario.
Hurd Street and all them were talking about it. There was a scenario that had Miami still being able to get in if
Man,
they kept that game close. If it was a close loss.
I wish they would have because I froze my butt off for 4 hours watching us get our booty spanked in that game. So, like I said, I'll make the trip again if we make it. I'm there.
I think
But
Miami's going to be fine. I think they're going to be fine. But and then they look at Miami as a cash cow because if you were paying attention when they were saying it, College Game Day's highest rating was when they went to the Miami Notre Dame game of the whole
that's,
season.
I feel you. I mean,
Of the whole
it was crazy, most definitely.
And I was jealous. My brother was there at that game. He said that game was stupid loud.
I can't imagine because I talked to
That was
fans.
sold out. That was sold out.
I
Me and you both was at the FSU game. We heard how loud that it was.
Yeah,
So I can only imagine how loud that game
That's
was.
what I was gonna say. I talked to probably 10 plus people who said, "How loud do you think this was?" When I was at the FSU game, and I was like, "It's pretty dang loud." And they said, "Oh no, you should have been at the Notre Dame game," and that's what every person told me. So I can't even imagine.
But Miami's fine. Miami's right where they need to be. But no, we got to open the offense, and we open the offense against lesser opponents.
Yeah, we do.
But
We
for
do.
some reason, Rick does not want to do it against better opponents, which I give him. Like me and you used to talk about last year, I don't think, and we both agreed, I don't think Rick trusts Rozier at
Yeah.
all.
No, I agree. Yep, I think we talked about that. Yep, I agree.
If you remember, he actually was aggressive at first against Clemson. But when he saw what Malik was about to do and how he was about to play, he goes back to playing small ball and like, oh, we're just going to run the football.
Yes, 3-and-out punt,
Hope
3-and-out punt, 3-and-out punt, just over and over. It was so frustrating. Because I feel
But
like
I know
at that point, when you get down like that against a team like that, if you're already going to get embarrassed, you best be at least taking some chances to try to do something.
if you're getting blown out, you might as well just open up the offense.
Yeah.
You might as well. You ain't got nothing to lose at that point.
Yep.
But I think Miami's going to be fine. And everybody's so quick to crown Clemson. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Not this year.
You're gonna see.
They have not looked up the par this year. And do not sleep on FSU trying to ruin somebody's season.
This is what it take
They got a chance to
you
ruin Notre
on
Dame,
the side of your helmet.
NC State, and Clemson. They can mess up all three of their seasons. They ain't got nothing else to play for right now but to ruin somebody's season.
Yep. And I'm seeing a lot of people in chat saying, I like this guy. He knows his stuff. Hey, if anybody, this is Jonathan Flagg. He's actually the top donator ever to the channel. $110, just astronomical amount. And my mind is still blown. You still own the Hall of Fame board up top, my man. But it's Jonathan Flagg. He does know his stuff. He messaged me a lot last season. And he knows his stuff. He's like a genie or a fortune teller or something. He calls touchdowns before they happen, and he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Miami's an OC away from being where they need to be. Me and Alonzo was talking about this. If Miami had Lane Kiffin, Art Browse, somebody like that as our OC, could nobody even touch Miami.
Yep.
It's just turned into blowout.
I have to
Too many
agree with you.
athletes. The way Manny has it, I said, like, people don't really realize. Look at what Lane Kiffin offensively is doing with FAU.
Let me tell you, Lane Kiffin is just an odd fellow, but he's not I wouldn't say an offensive genius, but he's pretty good. Because I got to
how
see
to
him.
maximize what he has.
He does, yeah. That you said it exactly.
And because look at Alabama, you never knew Alabama for offense until he got there.
Yep, I agree.
Alabama just played smash mouth football defense. That's why they never really put up points. That's why I don't think people really understand how like disgusting Alabama is this year.
Yep.
I understand they ain't played nobody. Right now, it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't matter because the SEC as a whole could not beat Alabama when they didn't have a quarterback. They have one now.
Yep, you got it. It's going to be interesting, like you said. No matter what, we end up in this situation more often than not. We just got to win out, and take care of business, and then see what happens at the end. So,
but if and another thing about the Miami game at the FSU game, Miami had their most recruits they were going to have of the year at that game.
Oh man,
had over 20 recruits.
Did you see all the players that were tweeting decommitted and they're deleting their pictures and they just have them in like the Miami gear and stuff? It was great.
My favorite one, the number one wide receiver in the country, decommitted, and it's out of Miami and Alabama, and they said Miami should get him.
Yep. I mean,
he's planning on coming back to Miami.
That experience at that's a game changer. You don't look back after going to that game. You can't.
Especially, I didn't think they were going to play the turnover chain song.
I know. I saw where they were petitioning to play it. And when it came on, everybody's eyes lit up and everybody was looking back and forth at each other because they couldn't believe they were actually playing it.
Like, Miami Stadium be jumping.
Yeah, you can feel, and when they started playing Soulja Boy at the end of the game, and everybody was over here doing this, you could literally, when I was standing there, my body was doing this. It was moving up and down, and I was standing still. It was crazy.
Yeah, but Miami is going to have an interesting this year, next year. Miami actually is going to have. They got to play Michigan State next year. Miami has to play Florida next year. It's going to be, and then see everybody keep talking about Miami. Alabama ain't got no schedule. Miami's on their schedule.
Yep.
After next season,
I'm gonna. My father-in-law.
I'm gonna be at that game.
My father-in-law
is
one of the biggest Alabama fans, so I'm trying to line up. I'm gonna try to go to the Alabama game too. And I'm going to be sitting right there with him right beside me, and it's going to be great. I'm excited. And like I said, I'll say one last thing here. I've always said that I want Miami to play the best because I do feel like if you're going to be the best, you want to play the best. So I'm ready for these tougher games, and I want them on the schedule because we got to see what we're made of. So I'm ready for it.
Now, I'll leave you with this, Coop. Just something real quick on Nick Saban and why his scheduling of football games is so brilliant. He knows all of ESPN and whoever is on Alabama's bandwagon. So he knows that regardless of how many scrub teams they play, not going to move them anyway. So if I'm the coach, why wouldn't I play a bunch of scrubs, get my starters out the game early, let my freshmen, sophomores, all my backups get all this playing time to where when I actually start playing people, they got game experience.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's brilliant. Just honestly, I mean, the man's got it figured out.
If you can get away with it. If you can get away with it, why not?
Yep, you got it. Hey, like I said, my man, it's always a pleasure to talk Miami football or football in general with you, seriously. And I haven't got to talk to you in person because I didn't get to meet up with you at the game. But seriously, that donation was completely unexpected. You and Crip both, $100 from Crip and $110 from you. Seriously, my man, it really means a lot.
Yes, sir. Anytime. You know, you and Lonzo, I try to take care of y'all whenever I can.
Hey, and it doesn't go unnoticed. I can promise you.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Have a good night, my man, and hopefully you gonna be in the live stream tomorrow.
Yeah, I should be. I forgot. I'm thinking Miami got an early game again, but they got a late game. Yeah. I'll definitely be on there.
It's gonna be a party. We're gonna go crazy tomorrow night.
All right, let's see if I can keep the prediction scoring going.
Yep. We'll see. We'll see. What were you thinking with the game, real quick before you go? Do you give score predictions, or are you gonna give just an idea, maybe?
I say if Miami get the ball first, we'll probably come out trying to run. And if we're running, I can easily see a play action. But it's going to take Miami getting turnovers early to run the score up. Turnovers is going to make this game get out of hand. Because like I said in the live chat, Virginia is number 1 in the country in third down conversions. So defense is going to have to get them off the field.
Yep, most definitely. Hey,
I say Miami pulls away late, 3 touchdowns. Steal the game up.
All right, I like it. I like it. Like I said, always a pleasure, my man. You know your stuff. I notice it. The chat notices it, and we got to get you in some more calls through the season, because I think this is the first time I've had you on the line. I think.
Yeah, okay. It was.
Yeah, I know it's hard to get through because I don't have a system in place for it necessarily. So we'll get you in some more phone calls because I like to see what you got to say.
Yes, sir. Well, you got my number.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do. I got you saved in my phone, my man.
All right.
Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow night.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. And don't worry, I did not miss the 2 donations. Hopefully you guys are still here in the chat. Matt Hammett coming through with the $2 donation, and MIA Bandman 94 with a $5 donation. Yeah, Matt Hammett with the 2, MIA Bandman 94 with the 5. Hey, my dudes, I appreciate that donation so much. Let me see if I can still read the messages. It should have read them out loud. Nothing from MIA Bandman, just coming in and dropping $5. My man, I appreciate that. And then Matt Hammett says, "Go Canes, let's get this W tomorrow." Throwing up the U. I appreciate it, guys, so much. And Glenn, I did see, did you guys see in my live stream the one that's titled Our House? I'm not just trying to get views on a video, I promise. Go back and watch that video if you haven't seen it. There's an FSU fan sitting behind me that was hounding me for the whole game. I mean, just straight talking trash in my ear through that game. When Miami scored that touchdown to give them the lead, I was live streaming with it looking at me, and dude just sits there and he's just, oh, he is hot. He is so mad. And he's got his Canes buddy over there beside him, patting him on the head, and he's shaking his head. He takes his can and crushes it and gets up and leaves. But if you didn't see it, go back and watch the one labeled Our House. It happens in the first 30 seconds when I go live. So go check it out. It's hilarious. So definitely, hey guys, it is always a pleasure talking to Jonathan Flagg. Super knowledgeable Miami Hurricanes fan. Really knows his stuff. Yeah, Hebrew Line, he was giving me, whoo, he was talking trash the whole game. All right, so I think we'll probably wrap it up from there. I know we didn't. And my man Andrew, let's see what he's got to say. My man stopping in, overflowing the cup over here. $25, man. Andrew Mills, seriously, you are too generous, my man. I'm telling you, I'm not just saying it to appease you for your donations. I do watch some Colorado highlights. I do. I check them out. I go to YouTube and I type in Colorado highlights and I watch them. Just because you bring them up, my man. Seriously, I appreciate that $25 donation, and seriously, means a lot. You stay on the board. You're another one of the ones that I gotta make a permanent spot up here on the board because you stay up there, and I really do appreciate that. And hey, Crip, you will be getting your shirt soon. I promise. There was a delay because of the size. I didn't have that shirt size, so I had to get the shirt first. So you will be getting that. Do not worry. And for some reason, yeah, so you will be getting it, my man. I promise. There was a delay in just getting it. And then we did get a donation. For some reason, it didn't pop up on there from Jay Clint. My man, that $5. You work hard for that money, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for that $5 donation. But I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight. I know you guys are probably getting tired of me flapping my gums, talking late. We've been live about an hour and a half. You want to wear it during a game? Oh, yeah, most definitely. Crip, you're going to love it. This shirt right here, Crip's talking about this shirt. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm not trying to be an advertisement here. I'm just showing you guys. This shirt right here, the Don't Be a Fan Later shirt, I sell them on my website. You can kind of see it if I move the chain out of the way. You can get it in like 10 different colors. It's on my website that's down in the description. It's called forgivengear.com. And I donate 10% of the profits to St. Jude. So you're supporting children in need, and you're also helping the channel grow. I mean, I'm going to be upfront with you on that. And I definitely appreciate that. You'll be getting it soon, Crip, I promise. Hey, it's perfectly fine. Christian, my man, donations are never required on this channel. It is 100% free to hang out, talk Miami Hurricanes football. But we're going to jet out of here for tonight. We got to prepare for tomorrow night. Everybody get hydrated. Be ready because it's going to be a party in here tomorrow night. This is going to be a ton of fun. Again, a big shout out to Eric Birch. I know he's in bed already for the turnover chain. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate all the donations tonight. You guys never cease to surprise me with donations on just to hanging out and chatting. So I always tell everybody the U family is the best family. We make sure that we're taken care of, and it's all love all the time around here. I love it. Crip says in a few weeks I'm going to blow your mind. Don't go too crazy, Crip. Don't go out and take out a second mortgage on your home to give your boy a donation. But seriously, hey, I appreciate it, my man. And be sure to tune in tomorrow night. We will be going live for the Virginia game. We're going to be doing a live hangout just like this, and I'm going to hook you guys up with stream links if you have issues finding the game. It was awesome talking to everyone tonight. All I got to say is it's all about this U, baby. Go Canes. I'm pumped to be back tomorrow. The siren is going to be in full force tomorrow night. We're going to have our UM Cup with who knows what in it. It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. You do not want to miss it. We're going to have a ton of fun tomorrow night. Seriously. It's going to be a party from the first snap of the game. That's right. You know it, D. That siren's going to be cranking, man. I gotta stretch my shoulder out, my dudes. Get ready for tomorrow night. Practice the cranking. You missed the siren. I know, I missed it too, man. I thought about taking it to the game and cranking it every time Miami scored, but I didn't know if it would get through security. So, I didn't want to chance it. Your boy didn't want to chance it. So, hey, seriously, all of you guys are family to me. I appreciate it so much. All the people who donated, the people who didn't donate, just the lurkers, the people just in the chat, people who are sub, people who are not sub, people who liked, people who didn't like. Seriously, it means a lot. Love all you guys, man. Have a good night. Get rested up, prepared for the most important game tomorrow night, which is Miami versus Virginia. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm so sorry if I did not get to your call. There were a lot of them tonight, but Jonathan was filling us in with some good info. So I wanted to let him do his thing and talk. He knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. So we're gonna play a quick outro here for the stream. Hope to see you guys tomorrow night. Love my Hurricanes family. Go Canes. Peace.